And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they get into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On second down, Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Hill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Taken in at the 22. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
And 10.
the play fake to Peterson. Here's Breeze to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man there is Patterson. Complete.
Go time, baby.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play for the Saints on third down. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Julio Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Aaron Rodgers.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons have broken our tie. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
At the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Saints.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately. I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. He may try to run for this. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Let's think here. You're still just in the 2nd quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me you have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know. Nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was a little bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to, and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Just don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
But
not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Going deep for Hopkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that. That maybe maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Going up top. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
The kicker on.
And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There can be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Taken about 7 yards deep. Twisting away. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The 24-yard line.
Now it's Barkley. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Saquon Barkley, the ball.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out, it's not the case.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Hill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Adrian Peterson, the 30, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Adrian Peterson with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
Is good.
And he's got it up and through.
Falcons 30, Saints 21. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Throwing is Rodgers. Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. Oh, that's caught inside the 20. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. That is caught inside the 5. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Rodgers going to try and run. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Falcons 37, Saints 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. Pretty move. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Cordero Patterson on the loose. And he'll bring it back all the way. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Peterson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
13-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Tackle made.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Now Leonard Fournette. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Falcons 37, Saints 35.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's caught by Waller out left side.
4 yards.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers, he'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
Rodgers
call it a gain of 5, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Their own 46-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down, Saints.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Peterson gets the handoff from Breeze. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kickstarted things going in the opposite direction.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hill going to try and run with it. A pitch to Peterson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Breeze. Looking downfield for Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Falcons 44, Saints 35.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
He's across
a big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First down, New Orleans.
Here's Breeze to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Peterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adrian Peterson with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't...
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone.
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
He's got a man, complete, past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 83 yards. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The ball carried
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Operating from the gun. Rodgers. He's going to go for a... This is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is a another person has tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 77 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on it.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
19-yard line.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Knocked down at the line of scrimmage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a play fake. Rodgers looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Breeze now. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll look to set up his blockers. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
For number 89.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On second down, here's the option. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Breeze. The left side completion to Jones.
Breeze.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
That's the end.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, Peterson.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. He can run for it, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks. But here, he found all of his guys covered, and he said, why not? And by the way, If that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Aaron Donald, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, Rodgers. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Taken from just outside the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here 1st and 10.
9-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Fournette, a 1st down carry. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And it's no good, just short. He gave it a good run, but maybe a foot or 2 short of the crossbar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And he will find his man on the outside.
Rodgers pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9. Brings
from the gun, Rodgers. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That second down play nets a -4. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
The play is a turnover on downs.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Room here to run. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run with Peterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. On the run, it's Fournette. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
Fournette on the carry.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready, 5-9.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
Wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 55 yards. Well, the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Saints 1-yard line.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say and it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
70. Saints 65.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and
he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Back to throw. Here's a screen to Powell. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I think it's easy to figure out why they went for 2 there, right? You want to make sure you're guarding against a field goal beating you.
Yeah, but with this little time on the clock, they just need to worry about protecting on the kickoff.
That's the big one. And with the kickoff coming up, I wouldn't squib it. I would kick it deep, but not so deep that the return guy can get it. I want to make someone else handle the football. Yeah, put some height on it, take some time down.
Final score is Saints 70.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for New Orleans, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.